Hey guys, and welcome on into another episode, Getting Well with Terry and Friends, MLB Trends and Betting Picks. I am Terry, ready to break down some MLB games, and then the NHL show will follow this one. But before we get to today's games, we will take a look at what happened on Saturday here in the MLB. Starting with this game, Atlanta Braves and the Philadelphia Phillies. Acuna and Riley both getting over 1.5 bases. So a nice 2-0 sweep there in that game. Los Angeles Angels, Baltimore Orioles. The over 8.5 was easy money here in this one. The Orioles decided to score 9 runs in 1 inning and cash the over. I can't remember exactly what inning it was, but there had already been runs, and then Baltimore just went off and scored 9 runs in an inning. And when you have an over 8.5 and a team scores 9 runs in an inning, you're probably going to be pretty happy. Gunnar Henderson, over 1.5 bases cashed. Trout got a single, and then because the Angels did so bad, they ended up pulling him. So he didn't hit his bases. Henderson did. The over cashed here in this game. Toronto Blue Jays, Tampa Bay Rays. This game was bad. Springer didn't get his bases, didn't get a home run. Vladdy didn't get his bases, didn't get a home run. And then Yandy Diaz didn't get his bases either. So this was an unfortunate game here on Saturday. Basically, my only bad game really on Saturday was that Toronto one. Christian Walker didn't get his bases, didn't get his home run, but Gurriel got his bases and he got his home run. What a streak Gurriel has been on to start this season. Mookie Betts got his 1.5 bases, got his home run, and the home run ended up being in the 9th inning, I believe, which also cashed my over 8.5, which was a premium play in this game, and it was fourth. It was needed one more run to cash that over, and Mookie Betts got there, and then the Dodgers ended up winning this game, I believe. I'm sorry. So much it's so much to remember with Saturday and then Sunday happening in the middle of this, so it's kind of tough. But the parlay of the day was a nice winner here. Rutschman got his hit. Mookie Betts got his hit. Plus 103 for the parlay of the day on Saturday. And then Sunday, I'm kind of glad I didn't do a show. Sunday was not the best. I forgot that Sundays are weird in Major League Baseball, and that's kind of what happened yesterday. Let's see the chat. Richie, Terry, I smashed a like, and a new profile picture there for Richie, which I'm gonna guess is a Adolis Garcia, but it's kind of tough to tell with such a small picture. But definitely a Texas Rangers player there. We will start here with the first game that we're going to be talking about, which is happening in around an hour and a half, as long as there is no rain issues. This game could be temporarily delayed because of rain, but hopefully not. We've got the Atlanta Braves minus 300 to minus 310. The White Sox plus 245 to plus 270. Nines, there are 8.5s available here in this game. Starting pitchers, it'll be Charlie Morton against Chris Flexen here in this game. And Flexen did not have the best season last year. Now, part of that was with Colorado, and obviously it's definitely not easy to pitch in Colorado. But he started the season in Seattle and played like half the season there in Seattle and got roughed up. Did not play overly too well. They got sent down to like an opener bullpen type position where he was still giving up 2 runs in an inning or two in each start, 5 runs, 6 runs, 5 runs. He got lit up. Then went to Colorado, and unfortunately, nothing changed. Obviously, when you go to Colorado, your pitching numbers aren't going to get better. Now he's here with the White Sox, a team that is, I don't want to say really bad. They're 0-3 to start the season, but they're projected to be a very bad team fighting with Oakland for last place in baseball this year. So we'll see if that is in fact the case. Um, but for me here in this game, we are going with 3 player props. Ozzy Albies over 1.5 bases, Matt Olson over 1.5 bases, and Michael Harris over 1.5 bases. Plus 120, plus 130, plus 125. Plus money for all 3 players to at least get 2 bases in this game. Michael Harris, 6 for 13 on the season with a double and a home run already. He's just got off to a fantastic start. Ozzy Albies, he's 5 for 13 with 2 home runs, 1 for 2 against Flexen. And then Matt Olson, 5 for 15 against Flexen, 4 for 14 this year with 3 doubles and a home run. So I like Atlanta's bats to take it to the White Sox here in this game. Was looking at the team total, which is 5.5 minus 120. So ultimately not going to play that, especially with the potential of rain delays and that kind of stuff. Just going to stick with these 3 players here, all having a lot of success right now. And they've also had success against the White Sox or against Flexen. For MLB. Yes, for MLB. White Sox win today to break the losing streak. I took plus 1.5 for plus 154. Interesting. Interesting. Yes, Albombi. Okay, I got it right. I figured I did. Atlanta money line, Acuna hit, Olson hit, Riley hit, parlay plus 218. And that is an interesting way if you do want to bet Atlanta in this game. I would kind of go Tim's route here. Acuna hit is like really, really bad. Really bad. So I would but in a parlay, you could definitely add it in. His over 1.5 bases, I think, is minus 140. So there was just no way I could really put Acuna in. But something else is Acuna is going to be one of those players that's going to get walked. He's going to get walked, and that is going to hurt a total bases if he gets walked all the time. So I'm glad that I've got other guys here that are doing well that I can look at much better prices. But I want to talk you off putting Acuna hit in a parlay. They're not going to walk him every single time, especially if the Braves do take it to them here. More than 7Ks plus 117. Robert likes the strikeout props. I do have one for today, not this one. With strikeout props, I'm going to get there with them. I love strikeout props, and we're definitely going to see them throughout the year. But for the most part, except for one case that we'll get to here in a bit, I want to see these pitchers come out here, and I want to see these strikeouts happen right off the bat, and then we'll look at them. But possible delays postponed in both Chicago games. Yes, I don't think, unless the rain is like completely awful and it's going to be there all day long, I don't think we get a postponement. I think we would get it delayed because it's an afternoon game, so they could always play later. So I'm not sure we get any postponements unless it's really bad. But yeah, we'll look. 0 hits, Benintendi plus 150. Interesting. Good day, Terry. To you as well, Captain Bride. Nick does like that Braves team total over 5.5 minus 125. And yeah, if Flexen does start, if there's no rain delay, then I could see the Braves team total hitting for sure. Over 8.5 says Captain Brian. And Michael Harris over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBI minus 125. So I do mostly total bases over here. The reason being is that the over 1.5 hits, runs, RBI isn't as available as many books as the total bases is. And what Captain Bry's bet down here means is that he has to get at least 2 total of either a hit, a run, or an RBI. So if he gets a hit and someone's on base and he gets an RBI, then boom, you cash that. So it is much easier to cash that, and that's why the price is minus 125. I like the total bases props for plus money, but it is easier to hit that than it is the total bases. So it's up to you how you want to play it. Um, but I would be looking at Michael Harris for sure because he's just got off to a great start. Obviously, a lefty facing a righty, so that helps as well. So I would look at him, um, all three of those players. Orlando Arcia, he's 6 for 12 in the season with 3 doubles, so he's also got off to a great start as well. And then obviously Acuna, you could look at as well in this game. But we will move on along to the second game here that we're going to talk about, which is, I just realized I need to bring up another bet stamp for this one. Bear with me here for a second. Bear with me. The next game we're going to be talking about is the Colorado Rockies and the Chicago Cubs. So the other Chicago game that could potentially get rained out. We'll see what happens here. Colorado plus, or at least postponed, or delayed. Colorado plus 185 to plus 211. The Cubs minus 225 to minus 240. Sevens, there is a 7.5 available here. This game, we will have Dakota Hudson facing Shota Emenga. And I believe this is Shota Emenga's first game in the MLB. And for this one here, parlay pieces. So this game is a little bit tricky where I don't really want to go too heavy on the total bases props. When you do see a low total in Chicago, that usually is going to tell you how the wind is moving. And with Chicago, especially with the Cubs, the weather is affects it more than some other parks. So I don't want to go too heavy on the total bases here in this game, but there are players that are playing really well on both sides. Ryan McMahon and Brenton Doyle, both having success for the Rockies. Dansby Swanson, 6 for 12 against Dakota Hudson, 2 for 9 in the season. Cody Bellinger's 5 for 10 against Dakota Hudson, 2 for 10 in the season. Ian Happ, 4 for 14, 5 for 12 against Hudson. Christopher Morel, 5 for 14 in the season. He's 2 for 7 against Dakota Hudson. So Cubs players having success against Hudson. Overall, I don't like the weather issue. So this game, I would look at parlay pieces for some of these players just to get hits and not have to worry about extra base hits or anything like that here in this game. Tim says go Cubs go. Minus 1.5, plus 105. I would lean that way for sure if I was going to take a side. Nick likes Cubs team total over 4.5, plus 110. Interesting. Okay. Braves money line, Cubs money line minus 109. Heard that on ESP show, I think. Okay, you could definitely go with that. Ballinger over 1.5 bases, total bases plus 140 in a get right spot. Yeah, I would look at Ballinger. 2 for 10 in the season, so not off to the best start, but 5 for 10 against Hudson here. So he's definitely a player I would look at here. No single plays for me in this one, at least not yet. With baseball, I will add things throughout the day. So if you want to check the spreadsheet in the description below, if it's highlighted in green, that means it's a single play, and I'll have written down exactly what I'm betting in that game, and I'll update it throughout the day, especially once lineups get confirmed. That definitely, I can definitely add plays usually when the lineups get confirmed as well for later games. But we will go on to the third game we're going to be talking about, which is the Kansas City Royals and the Baltimore Orioles. If anyone does have a question about any of the games that I'm not going over, I can give you brief thoughts or players that are playing well and stuff for those games. Just leave it in the comment section, and I will give out my thoughts in some other games if you'd like. But This one here, Kansas City Royals, Baltimore Orioles, Kansas City plus 130 to plus 140. Baltimore minus 150 to minus 155. Eights. There does look like there's a 7.5 available here in this game. Michael Waka will face Dean Kremer here in this game. And Waka had a very good season last year. Now he's coming over to Kansas City, and we'll see if he's able to continue that here. Dean Kramer also had a good season last year for the Orioles. Um, this game, I don't want to say is one of my favorite games, but I really do like both plays here in this game. We get two players that are really successful against the pitchers they're facing and are off to really hot starts this year. So it's kind of the perfect storm here for this game. We're going to go with Bobby Witt Jr. over 1.5 bases plus 110. He is 2 for 3 against Kramer. This season, Bobby Witt Jr. is 6 for 11 with 3 doubles, a triple, and a home run. So Bobby Witt Jr. is just off to a blazing start here for the Royals. And then Ryan Mountcastle, he's 7 for 17 against Waka with a triple and 2 home runs. And so far this year, he's 4 for 10 with 2 doubles. So both players playing really well right now. Both players have had success against the pitchers they're facing. So we'll go with Bobby Witt Jr. over 1.5 bases and Ryan Mountcastle over 1.5 bases in this game. And that's what we're going with. Jump into the chat. Orioles run line plus 135. O's every day. No, I wouldn't take any team every day. I just want it. First 5 under or nothing. Pass, lean, KC2. Interesting. Orioles first 5 run line minus a half. Braves Orioles money line parlay plus 124. I like it. I like Waka and Royals bats. Yeah, a lot of the Royals players aren't. Bobby Witt Jr. is leading the way. He is leading the way for the Royals right now. And then Waka, yes, he can be very good, and that's keeping me off Baltimore in this game. So I agree. I can't believe the Royals won a World Series. Yeah, that was a while back with, I think, pretty much a completely different team. So that's in the past, but they'll be looking to get there again in the next few years. Ty Wilson says Santander is sneaky 2 for over 1.5 bases. Yes, I believe that there is a reason why I didn't take him. Adley Rutschman really struggles against Waka, and there are some players that really struggle here against. Let me get it here. Just let me scroll down and find the game. Now, there's a reason why I didn't take. Let me get there. Sorry, guys. There we go. Santander. Oh yeah, Santander has done good against Waka. He is 3 for. Sorry, he is 6 for 17 with 3 doubles or 3 singles and a double. So he has had success against Waka, but I don't believe Santander has got off to the best start this year. So that's why I think I stayed off him. But yeah, you can definitely look at him as well for the Orioles. Robert, we don't talk about that World Series. ... They didn't face the Mets, did they? No. Oh, no. But Tim doesn't want to talk about it. So bad memories there for Tim in that one. But looking here at our next game, we've got the Cincinnati Reds and the Philadelphia Phillies. Cincinnati plus 124 to plus 130. Philadelphia at minus 138 to minus 150. 8s, 8.5s. Looks like there's a 7.5 as well. So total is all over the place here in this game. Cincinnati is one of those teams that is really nice because they usually give out their lineup a lot earlier than most other teams, but they have not announced their lineup yet for today. It'll be Andrew Abbott on the mound for Cincinnati, Christopher Sanchez for Philadelphia. Here in this game, Cincinnati, obviously the dog. And Andrew Abbott is I think, going to be one of Cincinnati's best pitchers. I really like Andrew Abbott. I made money on him last year in multiple different ways, betting Cincinnati when he was on the mound often, and also his strikeout props. Andrew Abbott is a strikeout pitcher, and he is a strikeout prop that I will take today. Uh, Over 5.5 strikeouts plus 100. Um, he had, I believe, 120 strikeouts. Let me get it here. He had 120 strikeouts in 109.1 innings last year. So he's more than a strikeout per inning guy. The Phillies definitely have bats that can strike out. So I like Andrew Abbott here to get 6 strikeouts in this game. Will Benson, I want to see that he's confirmed in this game. But if he is confirmed, plus 105 is absolutely insane for him to get a hit, just to get a hit. He's 5 for 12 this season with 3 doubles and a home run. He's just had a blazing start, and plus 105 for him to get a hit is just not priced correctly. So I will definitely be on Will Benson if he's confirmed. You always could take him before, and then if he doesn't play, it would be a push. But it depends on the book you're using. So I would just wait till he's confirmed. I don't think the price is gonna dramatically change for him. I would wait, and then if he's confirmed, I'll be on Will Benson to get a hit, and I'm also on Andrew Abbott over 5.5 strikeouts. I would lean with Cincinnati first five, plus a half. I think is around minus 120 in some spots. I would lean with Cincinnati first five if I was going to bet a side in this game. Um, don't really want to bet a full game here with either teams because we've seen Philadelphia. We've seen both bullpens already blow games. So don't feel too comfortable when the bullpens come here, but potentially you could look at a live over. If this game is kind of quiet after the first five, when these bullpens come in, it might be a good spot to look at the live over after. They did play the Mets, slapping. Okay, well, that definitely explains that. Reds first five, plus 124, and Reds money line. All right, the Earls like the um, Reds today. Did we skip the Pirates game? Yes, that was not one of the games that I went over here. I do have a premium play, or maybe two, in that game. You can get it over on the site. Um, you can get it over on the site. But looking here at players that are doing well for both teams, Brian Hayes, 8 for 18 on the year, so off to a great start. Michael A. Taylor, 5 for 13. Brian Reynolds, 6 for 19. And then for the Nationals, Jesse Winker, 5 for 11. Joey Meneses, 5 for 12. So there are some player props you can look at for both sides in that one. Nationals run line, plus 170. All right. Reds money line. Two bases at least for De La Cruz, plus 120. One base is minus 137. Yeah, he is their best. He's their best, one of their best offensive players. Has got off to the greatest start so far this year, but he is the real deal, Ellie De La Cruz. So I don't blame me for taking him. Daly, awesome, awesome. Um, yes, Will Benson, as I said, having a great season so far. Spencer Steers 4 for 10. This year, Jake Fraley 5 for 8. If he's confirmed, I'll be looking at Jake Fraley props. Nick Martini 4 for 8. He's got off to a really good start for the Reds as well. So Jake Fraley, Nick Martini are confirmed. I would look at them for props. For the Phillies, Bryson Stott 4 for 9. Alec Boehm 4 for 12. JT Realmuto 3 for 10 so far on the season for the Phillies. Moving on along, I've got three more games to talk about here. We'll get to the best bet, or best bet. We'll get to the parlay of the day, and then it'll be off to the NHL show. St. Louis minus 103 to minus 112. San Diego minus 105 to minus 110. 8.5. There is an 8 available here in this game. On the mound for this one, we have. Let me scroll down. Kyle Gibson for the Cardinals, Matt Waldron for the Padres here in this game. And this one here, one play for me. One play for me in this game, and that's backing Manny Machado. So we're going to take him over 1.5 bases plus 140, and then a quarter unit on the plus 525 home run prop for Machado. 10 for 28 against Gibson. And then so far in the year, 5 for 23 with 2 doubles and 2 home runs. So Machado, um, not having the best average so far, but he has had power this season and has success against Gibson. So take him over 1.5 bases, take him for a home run. Hope we can get one swing that cashes both. And that is the goal here in this game. No really a real opinion for me on the side or total, really. Um, Cardinals bats didn't look so good, but they faced the Dodgers in their first series. We'll see how they do here. Tough schedule so far to start for the Cardinals. Um, just backing Machado here. In this one, Jay Cronenworth, 9 for 24. Luis Campusano, 9 for 23. Paul Goldschmidt, the only player playing all that well for St. Louis so far, 4 for 14 on the season in this game. Padres money line, over 8. All right. Best of luck, guys. Mike Trout, 2 hits plus 231 is my favorite play. All right. Okay. Haven't had much luck with Trout so far myself, but Padres money line for Robert, and I like the Padres stadium. It looks cool. All right. Awesome. We'll move on along to our second last game, which is between the New York Yankees and the Arizona Diamondbacks here. Yankees minus 113 and minus 120. Arizona plus 100 to plus 108. Tens right across the board here in this game. On the mound for this one, we'll have Luis Gill against Ryan Nelson, both right-handed pitchers here, starting for the Yankees and Arizona. In this one, and this Arizona Diamondbacks team, they did face Colorado, so you have to look at that, who they did face, but a lot of players are really hitting the ball well right now for Arizona. In this game, we are taking Juan Soto over 1.5 bases plus 140, also to hit a home run. Why are we doing that? Juan Soto is 9 for 17 on the year with a double and a home run. Is definitely hitting the ball well. And against Ryan Nelson, he's 3 for 11 with a triple and 2 home runs. So Juan Soto has enjoyed facing Ryan Nelson. He's off to a really hot start right this year. So Juan Soto props. Oswaldo Cabrera is also doing really well for the Yankees, 7 for 16 with a double and 2 home runs this year. So he is someone I would look at. Anthony Volpe also playing well, but I believe was scratched due to something yesterday. So I'm going to stay away from him. And then the Diamondbacks, we're going back to Gurriel Jr. Over 1.5 bases plus 130 and a home run plus 550. Gurriel is 8 for 17 on the season with 2 doubles and 3 home runs. Gurriel has just got off to a monster start for the Diamondbacks and is a very streaky player as well when he's hitting. He hits really well, so we'll stick with him here. Jock Peterson, if he starts in this game, is 5 for 7 on the season with a double. He's got off to a great start. Eugenio Suarez, 6 for 14 with a home run. Ketel Marte, 6 for 17. Christian Walker, 5 for 16 with a double and 2 home runs. So Diamondbacks players have got off to a great start. Now they get to face a much better team than Colorado. So we'll see how the Diamondbacks do here. But I like both of these players' props. Snakes money line, D-backs, Yankees. Okay. I see Arizona stealing a lot of bases today. Can you bet on stolen bases? Yes, you can. Yes, you can. And Captain Bry is all over Lourdes Gurriel and Juan Soto props with me. I like it, Captain Bry. I like it. Yes. Marte stolen base plus 550. Huge plus money. There you go. There you go. What about Marte? Marte under Carroll 1.5 bases. Well, I wouldn't really want to take under with either of those players, but Ketel Marte, the value isn't really there if you're looking for him for over 1.5 bases. And then Corbin Carroll, obviously two really good players, but I would more focus on the other guys for the Diamondbacks myself. But we'll go to the second. Oh, sorry, we'll go to the last game, and then we'll get to the parlay of the day. Final game we're going to talk about is the San Francisco Giants and the LA Dodgers. San Francisco plus 170 to plus 180. Dodgers minus 191 to minus 210. 8.5s and 9s available here in this game. On the mound here, Keaton Wynn against James Paxton here in this game. And for people wondering, yes, I'm going to go in more detail with pitching stats and that kind of stuff as we go on through the season. And obviously, once hockey finishes, we'll be going in a little bit more in depth once we get more stats also. But here again, we're going to player props, and we're taking the big guns. Mookie Betts over 1.5 bases plus 115 to hit a home run plus 525. Mookie Betts did not get a home run yesterday, which is rare for him so far this year. Mookie Betts 11 for 22 with 2 doubles and 4 home runs to start the season. Betts off to a hot start, so we'll take him here. Freddie Freeman, he's 6 for 21 with 1 home run so far this year, but he is 3 for 3 against Keaton Wynn here, and 1 double and 1 home run in those 3 hits. So Freeman's definitely had success against Wynn, and I like Freeman's props over 1.5 bases and also quarter unit on the home run props. Betts was like plus 3 something yesterday, and now he's plus 525. That's a huge increase here. And I'll be taking Betts home run props as long as he continues to play really well for the Dodgers. Giants money line. All right, all right. Giants money line. Sorry, Terry, for fading your Dodgers. Hey, the Earls are planning on fading the Dodgers a lot, so we'll see what happens. This is why I would not fade the Dodgers very often, because even when it looks like they are done, all of a sudden late they do this. As Steven Montez says, the Dodgers comeback last night was crazy. I know. I wish I would have live bet them, and that might be something I look at with the Dodgers. Is looking at live betting them because yes, he might be able to keep this team off the bases for a bit, but doing it for 9 innings is definitely difficult. Mookie Betts props, I agree. Win 5 strikeouts plus 122. All right. Dodgers should win, but I got Giants money line plus 1.8. Too much value. Hey, there you go. There you go. Huge rivalry game. I agree. And Betts was over 4 yesterday. Yeah, not a good day yesterday. So yeah, I see him bouncing back. I agree with you, Ty. This is my first time fading them this season. Yes, one Earl doesn't hate them as much as the other Earl, but that's how it is. But going to today's parlay of the day, and don't think there's anything else. I don't have any single plays in any other games except premium plays up on the site. But if you want to see any more stats for different games I didn't break down, as I said, in the Google Doc spreadsheet in the description below, you can find that. And if I also add more plays later, you'll be able to find them there. But today's parlay of the day, I was going to take both players for over 1.5 bases, but decided to play it a little bit safe here with Juan Soto because his hit prop is available at a lot of bucks for just over half a hit. So we'll go with Bobby Witt Jr. over 1.5 bases, just off to an amazing start this year. The Royals' best player by far. So we'll take him over 1.5 bases, parlayed with Juan Soto just to get 1 hit, which is plus 187. So a nice plus price here for Witt Jr. to get 2 bases, single, or 2 singles, a double, a triple, or a home run. Juan Soto to get any kind of hit. Any kind of hit for Soto is plus 187. Thanks for watching. Hit the like and subscribe button. If you want my premium plays in baseball, sides totals, I've got 6 plays up today. 3 are early on afternoon games, and then 3 are with my 2 hockey plays in a 5-pack for later tonight. Um, you will get the hockey plays if you watch the hockey show, but if you want the baseball plays in there, you can get them over on picksandparlays.net. Link is in the description below for my premium plays. Let's go. Yes, let's go. Leafs and Panthers, huge playoff field tonight. We will get to that game in about 5 minutes. But thank you, everyone, for watching. Hit the like and subscribe button, and we'll see you on the next show. Thanks for watching, guys.